Well, good day, everyone. You are beginning to be magnetized into listings. And I want to welcome all of you to the listing attraction system. And this is week 2, where you're going to get more listings and double your business. That we have had some amazing results that let's see, Brenda was there and has been participating. And after the first week, just like you're into week 2 here. So after the first week, and Brenda, just a little background on her, she is basically a buyer's agent. And she was even kind of proud of that, being a buyer's agent. And she found out that it's a lot easier having listings. And so in the last week, she has created 4 listings out of the blue. And that's how powerful that each one of us are as we are reading every morning, magnetizing listings, that as you read that and read that with feeling and believe that God's going to deliver to you the things that you want, that amazing out of the blue things will happen with you. And so Brenda is one example. She is the winner, if you will, for this week. And I want each one of you to be the winner now this upcoming week on that. She had 4 listings coming out of the blue. And again, that's not her expertise, nothing. And she only did 2 steps in order to get 4 listings. And number 1 is she read Magnetizing Listings every morning, and religiously, if you will, every morning, and really got into that. And then the second thing that she did is she called 12 of her favorites. And so we have like a top 40, if you will, top 50 people that you all have, no matter if you're brand new, it doesn't matter, that you have the power to be able to start attracting people and getting people. So she started calling people, just 12 people, and that she knew her favorite, and most of them were clients, previous clients. And so when she called one client, the client said, "Oh, and we had a great party, thanks for calling. Wow, we had a great party on July 4th. We just love our home that, you helped us do, and you're just awesome." And then he goes, "Oh my gosh, I forgot to invite you to the party on July 4th. And the fact is, if you don't keep in contact with the people that you know, and then we're talking also about people you don't know, and today is going to be an amazing day on how you're going to find out how to be able to get to meet people you don't know, but they know you and they like you already and they trust you already, and you get out of the sales, and instead you can service them and provide, the type of selling their home or buying their home that you want to do. And so Brenda realized at that point, oh my gosh, that, all I need to do is keep contact with these people, and that I'll get more business and that they'll remember me. And so it's all about you being on other people's minds, and because otherwise they forget not only to invite you to the party on July 4th, but they forget other things too. Like when they're talking to somebody about buying or selling their home, they forget about you and just get into the topic on whatever they're talking about, that process, without thinking about you. Another person she called just had an amazing, and said, "Oh my God, I want to tell you that we are so happy with our house. We just love you. And if you ever need any recommendation, if we can help you with anything, that just let us know." And so this is the amazing things as we start building these deep and meaningful relationships and contacting people. So again, she only did 2 steps, attracted 4 listings. Len's another one. She attracted 2 listings in the first week. So within 1 week, she attracted 2 listings, and she mainly has buyers as well. She has a lot of buyers, but doesn't have as many listings, and she was able to do that. And so you have the power too. So this week, I'm going to share with you another technique that is going to be really just, it's easy, doesn't cost any money, it's fun, and it'll produce business for you. And I want you to get the momentum going here. And so it's a matter of, how do I get the the momentum going. And so I want to make sure that I have the momentum of I just need to be inspired and start doing something. And the first thing, reading the magnetizing listings. And then the second thing, that just start calling 12 people on Monday. You'll be amazed, and you're going to start getting that momentum going. That's going to start getting you more and more engaged in you, in life, and your business. So we're ready to go. Here we go. That our agenda. We're going to review the 3 steps to success from last week. Just as a reminder, on you only need to focus on 3 areas here, and you're going to get all that you want. We're going to review your daily magnetizing for listings and review your 12 calls to the faves. And again, those were the 2 main points. If you did other action steps, that's great. And then we're going to learn how to develop referral partnerships. Now, I've been teaching this for over 20 years. I actually was doing it 30 years ago when I left Procter & Gamble. I was a general manager with Procter & Gamble, discovered a process that could guarantee measurable results, which I use in my coaching and other things, and it's called Top Performers. And so it was so successful at Procter & Gamble that I left Procter & Gamble, and I didn't know anything about, because Procter & Gamble is the largest advertiser in the world, so I didn't know anything about how to take my consulting business and how to turn it into a $1 million business. And so what I did, I just started asking for, tell me, God, source, energy, that tell me what are the steps for me in order to have what the things that I want. And so I was led to this referral partnership. So it's a very formal process, and it's going to deal with mindset, and it's going to help you. I'm going to give you scripts on everything that you need to do in order to make this the way that you want it. And then we're going to discuss doing great things. And there's 4 points there on doing great things. And this is, again, back from to core training, that this is based on core training. And this is the one where you have to earn at least $250,000 a year just to get in, and pay $2,500 a month to coach with 2 other mentees, and then 1 coach on the phone twice a month. But this is the key to it. I'm giving you all the nuggets that is with this very expensive, if you will, a heavy investment process, that you're getting it all for free right now. And so doing great things. And then we're going to look at activities, specific activities that you can do each day for your success. And again, based on the core training, on the activities that they use for real estate agents that help them to get more listings, more business. And really, these people are all earning over $250,000, and most of them earn now over $500,000. They have about 300 agents in there. And then we're going to look at success steps for you to take this week. So it's going to be all easy and fun. And so just sit back. I don't want you to multitask. Again, I'm a mental scientist, and I know about this kind of stuff, and I want to make sure that you're really focused on this, because then you're going to start attracting more ideas, and there's going to be real things that I want you to do here on this webinar. So one of the things is that I had sent you Ideal Referral Partnerships play sheet, and so that was in the attached on my announcements from yesterday, and then for my announcement this morning. If you don't have it, that's okay. But you need to have a piece of paper and a pen to write down this, because this is going to help you to become a master at developing referral partnerships and getting referrals that are easy, that are your ideal type of prospects that you're looking for, people that are selling homes, and that are going to create more money for you, more business for you. And so here we go. We are off. The 3 steps to success. And so the first one is your mindset, that by you just being on this call today, that you already have a mindset of, I have this deep desire. Napoleon Hill called the magic to everything. Step 1 for everything is to have a deep burning desire. And so for you now that you have a desire that you want to increase your business, that's why you're investing this time in order to go through this webinar series, and that I guarantee you it's going to produce a result as long as you make sure that you have the right mindset. So you just know that your life is starting to change now for the better, and that you're going to start attracting listings too. You're going to start attracting more business, money, deeper, more meaningful relationships. And as long as you're just thinking about that and not thinking about the stuff that isn't going well, and the buyer, you had to show 18 homes and they still haven't found a home, and all those things that you don't like, if you just stop thinking about the things you don't like and only think about the things that you do like, that you will be guaranteed in order to have those things that you're thinking about. The second one is your database. So all of you are in different stages on where your database is. I have one person that I coach with that just started with me, and their database, they said, well, they maybe have 100 people. And I said, great, just use the 100 people and get it on an Excel sheet, and then just email a newsletter once a month, a nice little newsletter. And you can, get all types of different, if you need resources for newsletter, you can, but one of it is Agent Genie is a great one, where they have newsletters, and they can help you with that, and they have that. And then I always recommend at the top of your newsletter, when you email it out once a month, to keep you on the top of people's mindset. So the people you want to be on their mind. And that's why just once a month to send them some information, some neat information. And then I would always write a personal note on the top of that and say, hi, everybody, that just wanted to let you know that, and give them an update on how your summer is or whatever. But start thinking about all of this as just enjoying yourself, being happy, building relationships, and you'll see that all the money, all the business that you want will get there. So database, and then database can get sophisticated to where you're using top producers, and they have a CRM program, and you have a couple thousand names, whatever. So it doesn't matter where you are. What matters is where you're going. And so I want you to really focus in on, where is my database? I got the right mindset now, and then where is my database? That what do I need to do with it to where I can start contacting people at least once a month, and then start building that database. And that's the third point, is developing your database. Every lead, every person. I went to a little fish place last night, and there weren't any seats at the table, so I sat at the bar, and I sat down next to a couple people, and boy, we started talking, and next thing I know, this lady wants to be a real estate agent, and I said, hey, I can help you with all that, and it was just great. So it's about people that you get to know, that you don't know, that you get to know. So I have a couple of new friends. It was a couple, and so I met 2 people, and that's me getting out there, that me talking to people, me just being a kind person, that I don't have to wazzle anybody, that just for me to be nice and kind to people. And so that's how you develop your database. Every lead that you get, you want to make sure that you develop that put that lead into your database with as much information as possible, to include, remember, one of the steps is to start doing your birthday list. So I had a few of you respond back, and I welcome all of you to communicate with me and email me and ask me about any questions you have, or you can even on the webinar right now that you can type in any questions that you have, that I'm here to help you. And so let me know on any questions on where you are on your success, on your progress, and you're going to start seeing that you get more and more business by doing so. And so anyways, I heard from one of you that said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start doing this birthday list, because they last week they had someone, a loved one, transition, pass away, and so she said she remembers and will remember for the rest of her life the people that either wrote her a card, a sympathy card, or called her and shared their condolences with them. And she said, so I'm doing birthdays. I realize how special that is, and there's one day a year that is special for everybody, and so that's the birthday. And so there we are, the 3 steps to success, and that's just in general on how to do it. And so we talked about 2 of the success steps, specific action steps, is magnetizing yourself, and this has now begun. If you've been reading this every morning, that this has begun to change the way that you think, and think more about what you want and what is playing out for you. What most people would say working out, but work isn't a very good high vibrational word. You want to use playing, and so you just want to have fun and play with all this, and that you'll see you build an empire. And then the 12 calls each Monday. Now, right now, I'm asking you to call just 12 people, your favorite people. Again, doesn't matter who it is. I don't care if it's your relative, a loved one, a friend, whatever. Past clients are real good. And then, but core training, just so you know, they insist on making 60 calls per week to people you don't know. And so that's one of their magic bullets, if you will, to call 60 people. Now, the magic bullet that I'm going to give you today can actually replace that. So you won't need to necessarily call 60 people you don't know with referral partners. In fact, you get 10 referral partners and you won't have to call anybody you don't know, and they don't know you, that you'll call people you don't know, that they know you, they trust you, and they want to do business with you. So I'm going to show you a way without any cost of being easier to build listings and a business that's easy and extremely effective. And so this is called referral partnerships. And it's how to double your referrals and quadruple your closing rate. Your closing rate, whatever your closing rate, and remember, one of the principles that they set on successful real estate agents is they track their numbers. They understand where they are with their numbers. So you know what your closing rate is. In other words, how many introductions out of those introductions to prospects, that how many of those close, that this will quadruple whatever that close rate is, that you'll do way better with your close rate, because people are going to already trust you and be actually expecting to start working with you. And so this is a patented process that I developed 20 years ago, and so now it's yours. And so it's another gift here as far as how to do things even easier than core and more effective. And so what are the reasons why we don't have more referrals? Referrals are just easy. I've gotten, in this last week, I've gotten 3 referrals, and they've been from clients who really like me, and who I asked for referrals. So the top reasons that we don't have referrals, that we don't get referrals, which is the easiest way to get business, is number one, we don't ask for referrals. And so and why is that? Because we think, oh, I don't want to be selfish and ask, can you help me build my business? Do you know people that will help me build my business? Because what about their business or whatever? And so what has happened is that you have a mindset, and this is going to change your mindset, is you think that you only benefit. And we're going to get into why the fact is that the person that refers you benefits, and whoever they refer you to benefits. And why? Because they give you, and you are the special one. And as long as you believe that, you know that you will take good care of their prospects, and they'll build, so your referral partner is going to actually benefit more than you, because they have more people that they'll be able to be more influential, and they'll be able to say thank you. And I'll give you an example where I literally made over $1 million on one telephone call, and with my consulting business, and it was all because of this referral partnership. So This is a very disciplined process, and it's a process. It's not just once in a while thinking about, gee, should I ask this person that I'm talking to get referral? Instead, what this is a formalized process where you identify referral partners to increase your business. So I want you to be thinking right now and write down on the sheet of paper that's in front of you. And if you don't have that sheet of paper, what that basically is the first line there is that you want to write down a referral partner name. Now, before you do, I'm going to share with you a little about a referral partner. So a referral partner is somebody, and I promise you, all of you, no matter what, have a referral partner right under your nose. They are there. I have coached with, and so what is a referral partner? A person who's well connected, respected in the community, or your line of business. In this case, that might be a loan officer, for example, that's in our business, and preferably has used and is delighted with your service. And so that's the official definition of that. Now, I'm going to share with you that. So I have one real estate agent who I've coached with for the last 6 years. And on just about day one, when I started coaching with them, one of the things that we talked about is, and I asked about is, who do you have as referral partners? Now, that person is a top 250 agent in the United States now. And so they're doing probably 10 times more money than they originally were without my coaching. And just about 3 months ago, they said, "Oh my gosh, I forgot somebody that I have so and so that would be just a great referral partner." So the fact is that you're going to continue to think and realize about the referral partners that you have. I had a class last week, and the lady said, "Oh, I'm brand new here, and I don't have any referral partners." And so I just started working with her and asking her questions, playing with her, if you will, and asking her questions on, okay, so tell me, who do you know? Is there any business people you know? Well, she goes, the PPS, I do have some business people from, the real estate agency I'm with. And okay, that's good, the broker that I'm with. And I said, do you have any family? And she goes, well, I do have one family, but I mean, she really was trying to fight me that she doesn't know anybody. And I said, really? And she goes, oh, in fact, I have a brother who doesn't live too far away from here, and he's an attorney. And I said, yeah, and then you could start specializing with attorneys. And I said, I have a vendor, a mortgage company that has actually a instrument, a financial instrument, where attorneys and CPAs don't have to pay any money down. They for a jumbo loan, and typically jumbo loans, don't allow that. That they have an instrument to do that. So I said, can you imagine? You can use your brother with the other attorneys and belong to the attorney association and whatever, and you can start getting more and more of all these. You can have one referral partner, and they can start doing it. And referral partners, of course, attorneys have more people that they know. And so anyways, by the time we were done, she goes, oh my gosh, my whole business. I see how my whole business is going to just bloom. So I want you right now to write down on a piece of paper, who are you going to meet with this week in the next 7 days till we meet next Wednesday again, that who are you going to meet with that is a referral partner? They like you. It could be an old client. It could be a hairdresser. Just be thinking about, who do you know? Could be a relative, could be a dear friend, could be a loan officer. And referral partners don't necessarily have to be just a person. It could be realtor.com as a referral partner. But in this, I want you to really focus in on a person. It might be somebody at the bank you know. It might be an attorney, a CPA. So just be thinking, who's somebody well connected that would be willing to help me? And so I want you to write down that person's name right now. And it's critical you have somebody's name because I'm going to take you through now some scripts and how you actually approach this, and you do this in a formalized, great, fun way that will build deeper and more meaningful relationships with that person, and at the same time will help that person to build deeper and more meaningful relationships and even build more business or have more friends or be more respected, all because that you're giving them this opportunity in order to help you. So write down that person's name right now. Get a person well connected in the community. It could be a neighbor. Just be thinking about, just take a deep breath in and just think on who would be a good person that I could call on that would help me to be a referral partner and help me grow my business. And again, old past clients are really good, especially happy past clients are really good ones. Okay, so the next one, the referral process. So you want to formally meet with your identified referral partner to discuss having a referral partnership. And basically, and we're going to go through all that, but the easy steps are you're going to share your goal and then ask for help. So when you meet with them, that you're going to, and again, I'm going to take you through all these steps, but so you're going to share your goal, ask for help. Then you're going to share your elevator speech. So how many of you have a really good elevator speech that when I say, hi, what do you do, that you could just rattle it off? And so most people can't just rattle it off. And I'm going to show you a real easy way on how you can have an elevated speech that just gets to the point. It's easy, it's simple, it's fun. And then you can get in more detail once you have captured their interest. And then you want to share your ideal customer. So one of the things that we're going to write down here is, who is your ideal prospect? Who is that customer? And so right now, because we're focused on listings, that is people that are wanting to sell their home. And so that's your ideal customer, and we'll get more into detail on that. And then explain how you are seeking a personal introduction. So the name of the game is, you don't want your referral partner to give you a name and number. You want them to give you a personal introduction. So again, last week, all three of the referrals that I received, that they were from a current client of mine, and they were all emails giving me a personal introduction to that person. And then that person I either called or I emailed back, and then we met, and I'm already doing business with all three of them. And so that's how easy this works, and you'll see. And remember, one of the poison pills is, oh, I know this already. That you maybe do know this already. You don't know these specifics, this positioning, this mindset of it, and almost for sure you probably haven't been as effective as you can be now by using this and thinking about these steps. So step one, contact your identified referral partner and ask if you could meet with them to discuss a process that would benefit you both. So that's how you start out is, hey, you call that. So whoever that person, that referral partner that you wrote on the sheet, that I want you to now be thinking about, you're going to be calling them. And I would suggest you call them today. It can even be a friend who maybe you don't think would be a real good referral partner, but you can practice on them. And they'll be happy to do it. They're your friend and want to do it, but you want to ask to meet. So you want to call them and say, hey, I'd like to meet with you and discuss a process that could benefit both of us. Another great script way of positioning that is, hi, this is Hank, and I was wondering if you would help me. And so this very critical question, would you help me? And people just love to help other people. And so even if they don't appear to, the fact is that they all feel good, and we are all tied together with a common cord of love, of source, of God. And so we all truly do underneath whatever resistance we have that we all want to help other people, and you're putting other people in a position to help you and to help all the people that they know. So the second step is to actually meet with your referral partner. So I'd like you to take your referral partner to coffee, to lunch, meet them at their office, meet them at home, whatever, but you want a face-to-face, and you basically establish agreement that you will be referral partners together, and you'll share your goal and the strengths of why you would want to engage in this. So establish agreement. You shared with me that you're very happy with my real estate expertise. Is this correct? And so it's just a real nice way in order to, so that would be a past client. If it's a friend, that you could start out with all of them is, hey, thanks so much for meeting with me. And I was wondering if you would be willing to help me. And they say, sure, I'd be willing to help you. And then you share your goal. Well, I'd like to serve 4 families a month who want to sell their home, and I'm asking for your help. Would you help me achieve my goal? And again, you could be even a little bit less formal and, would you help me with that? And so, but you want to be specific on what your goal is. And so if you don't know what your goal is, at the top of the page, I'd like you to write down now on that handout, I'd like you to write down goal, and then what is it? And so is it, my goal is to serve 4 families. So instead of homes, the reason why I use families, it's softer. It's a softer word. It's a kinder word instead of just, houses that you want to buy and sell. No, these are people we're dealing with. And so I'd like to serve 4 families a month who want to sell their home. Notice that the first thing you want to do is you want to attract people that are selling their home. And then you can also say, and then want to buy their home, or somebody that is buying a home. But your ideal prospect, your bread and butter is kind of like buyers. There's lots of buyers out there. Your ideal a prospect and customer. And so if you want to look down on the page, you'll see the third to the bottom line there is ideal prospect. And who is that? Your ideal prospect is people that sell homes, that want to sell their home. And so you want to get specific on that, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But selling is the easy way. You don't have to go showing people a bunch of homes and then making a contract on it and seeing that 20 other people, made a contract on it also, and you lose that deal and you keep on doing that. That's all upstream. And so that's why listings, you really like listings. And remember last week I shared with you that there's more listings than ever, no matter what city you are in, that there are more listings than there ever have been. It's just that there's more buyers now than there's ever been. So, but what it means is there's more opportunity for you to get listings than there ever has been. And so by just changing that mindset and realizing, oh yeah, what I want to do is I want to attract people that are selling their home, because there's more people. And remember, the other data is 12% of the people within the next year are going to move. And so that means about 1 out of 8 people that have a home that they want to they're going to sell their home. And so that's like a high percentage, highest than ever in since they've been recording that data. So you have everything going for you in order to have more listings. And so step 2 is critical, and to have that discussion, and would you help me, to serve 4 families to be able to sell or buy their home, or sell their home and then buy their next home. And so you want to be there to be able to help serve them. Step 3 is, when you ask for help, I'm requesting your help by providing me with referrals to my ideal families that I could serve. Would you help me with this? So again, this asking questions, and that puts them, it actually puts you in control, because you're directing the question and what is the question about. And it makes them feel in control because they're able to answer the content of your question. And so would you help me for this? This is just critical that you make sure you continue to ask for, will you help me? That some people are, oh, I don't need help and I can do it on my own. None of us can do it on our own. All of our goals are done through and with other people. And so for the things that we want to be, do, and have. And so most of our goals are that way. And so thus, yeah, I want help from everybody. I want help from all of you, that I want help from everybody that I meet, that I need help because I have a service and, a coaching service, consulting service, and that I want to help people. And that's my passion, what I love to do. And so we all need each other and to just ask for that help. So I ask you for your help, that I'd love to coach with you. And then step 4, referral benefits. And so in that conversation, when you're meeting with your referral partner, that I'd like you to think about why would you personally benefit? And so ask the referral partner why. And they typically won't know. They'll say, well, I don't know, I guess I'd be helping you, or maybe you can give me some money. Most people don't want money out of this. Legally, you can only give like $50. So you can say, oh, absolutely, I'll be able to provide you, with a gift card for $50, whatever. And but what are some other benefits that benefit you even more? And if they don't know, ask them, well, do you think that by you giving the friends that me to help them sell their home, do you think that would benefit you and build your relationship with them? And so that's just a critical point. The fact is that your referral partner, every referral that they give to you, they're going to strengthen that relationship because they gave them you, the special, beautiful, awesome you. And so because of that, that they're going to benefit big time, because they're going to build relationships, better relationships. And with who? Depends who they refer. It could be their friends. It could be their family. It could be their businesses. And so they imagine their businesses on that. They have a client and they refer the client to you, and you help them, sell their home and buy another home because they're right sizing, either getting a bigger home or smaller home, depending on their situation. And you help them. And that strengthens and will actually strengthen that relationship between your referral partner and that client of yours, that it'll build that. And since it's a client of the referral partner, that he or she can get then more business. So do all of you follow that? The fact is, it's not just you that benefits. Everybody benefits, and it's a 3-pronged benefit. You benefit, the referral partner benefits because they help people that they know, and then whoever that they refer you to, that prospect who becomes your client, that they then benefit because they have you, because you're interested in them, because you're tied to the people that they know. And so you'll do a better job, that the referral partner will enjoy just what a great job that you did and help that you were to them. And then they strengthen all the relationships that they have, whether it's family, friends, or clients and business associates. So you really need to get focused and realize that it's like your responsibility to ask for a referral. People don't know what your goals are, on how you want to help other people. It's your responsibility. So I want you to have a whole mindset change about, yes, it's my responsibility to start asking for referrals now. And I'm going to get real specific because I'm going to understand who that referral is. So personal benefits. Why would you benefit? And understanding these benefits will motivate you now to ask for referrals, motivate your referral partner to enthusiastically provide referrals to you, and you can help them answer this question by asking questions such as, they help you, they help your loved ones, they help your clients, they help your friends. So with that, I'd like you to, on the page, so we have the referral partner, and then under prospect benefits. So this is why would the client, soon to be client, benefit? Okay, and they're going to benefit because they have you. Okay, and that because you're good, and then you know listings, and that you have resources to give them everything they want in order to get the most. What the seller wants is to net the most money out of the deal. And that's what you are now an expert at. I just claimed you to be, that you are an expert at getting the most money for the person selling the home. That's what they're motivated by. Buyers are motivated by getting as much as they can for the money that they have to be able to, whatever they pre-qualify for a mortgage, that they want to get as much house as they possibly can. And again, prospect, they benefit. Okay, they benefit because they get you and you're on it. That's why you're on this webinar. See, there are thousands, you know that there's about 112,000 agents in Texas, and that you're on this line and you're getting this mental focus. And I can tell you that virtually all of the other agents don't have this focus right now, don't realize, about, oh my gosh, I need to be asking for referrals. And so write down under prospect benefits, then why the referral partner benefits. So I want you to be very clear on this, because in this discussion with your referral partner, you'll talk about why do you benefit? Why will the people you know benefit? And they'll give them you. And so you are great, and I want you to increase your self-esteem and realize the value that you are. And again, because you're on this webinar, you already have the value that's necessary in order to make all of your dreams come true. And then we go to the elevator speech. So that's the next line out. And again, it's important that you write these things down, because it'll give you a one-page recap for you to really be focused and be comfortable on calling that friend of yours, calling that referral partner of yours, and starting to make contact with these people that will contact you, get you in contact with people that you don't know. And do you see how much easier this is? And because they're going to be referred, the referral partner will refer them to you. And so they're going to already trust you. Why? Because they trust your referral partner. And so the elevator speech, here is what I would recommend that your elevator speech be. This is if you're married and, and serve the Dallas area, but anywhere it would be. Hi, I'm Mary, and I'm an experienced realtor. You can also use successful. That one of the words that millionaires typically use. They don't like being called millionaires. They don't like being called wealthy per se. The word that they really like is successful. And so you may want to just call yourself a successful realtor. And again, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you're just beginning, because you are successful, because you have a mindset of that you are successful. And so you say, hi, I'm Mary, and I'm an experienced and successful realtor that specializes in helping families sell and then buy their homes in Dallas. So that elevator speech, that you may want to even think like, at the bottom of a lot of emails, most agents have been taught to put down, oh, if you have a referral, please send it to me. People don't know what a referral is. What is, what do you mean a referral? Are you looking for a buyer? Are you looking for an investor? What kind of real estate? That what I would recommend is at the bottom of your email, take out that if you have any referrals thing and put a PS in there. And so when you put a PS, that most people know that, read that for whatever reason they want to read that PS. So at the bottom of any email you send, put down PS. And I'm a successful, and maybe the quote would be, I'm a successful realtor that specializes in helping families sell and buy their homes in Dallas. Let me know which friends of yours, which family, friends, and clients of yours are interested in buying or selling or buying their home. So something like that on that PS will actually get people to act. Because again, I don't know what kind of realtor you are. Are you commercial? Are you residential? Are you an investor? Do you specialize in buying? Do you specialize in selling? And so this starts making it clear. And then where? All of Texas, the world, Dallas, whatever. And I would recommend that you do a niche. And so that is, a certain area that you specialize in, because don't try to be all things to all people, because you won't make it. So there's where we are with the elevator speech. Then I would suggest you provide a copy of that elevator speech so that they can then use that copy in order to when they're calling the prospect and their friends, relatives, business associates, that they can then have that readily available. So it's a nice leave behind that you can have. Who's your ideal prospect? So write down. So what I recommend, looking to sell their home in the next year. So under ideal prospect there, the third line on the bottom, here's some more specifics on they're looking to sell their home in the next year. They're in a certain community. They have over $300,000 home values. So get specific here on what are you looking for. That if you don't ask on what you want, you'll never get it. It's impossible. So you need to ask for what you want and what do you want. And again, I'm just using this as far as over $300,000 home values. If you can't handle that right now, do 150,000. But I can tell you whether it's 150,000 or it's 30 million, that they're all the same. People are people. And so there's nothing to be afraid or intimidated or anything by, that you can do this and that you have the ability in order to be, do, and have whatever you want. And they have that ability too. You're a magnificent creator. And so you want to say, yeah, what do you want to start shooting for? And so I have people like that one agent I was sharing with you, that's a top 250 agent. When I started with them, they were selling homes $80,000 to $100,000. Now they have $1 million properties. And so you can do that too. And that person didn't know anybody special, didn't know whatever. That person just took these principles and made themselves a $1 million, very successful real estate agent. And when I say $1 million, $1 million a month that they sell over. And so when you ask who. Now, do you know, or, I wonder if you know, that you want to say, no, I want to ask, who do you know? And so, again, that is a critical, just these little phrases on changing that. And I'd write this down on this piece of paper, on these little phrases on who do you know. So expect they know someone, because the fact is they do. That everybody typically on average knows 250 people, and that about 12 of those people are looking to sell their home in the next year. And so that gives you over 30 people. Every person knows about 30 people. They may not know that they're buying or selling the home, but they know know at least 30 people. And it's for you to be on top of their mind, so they start giving you referrals. So the key on all of this is a personal introduction. You don't just want the name and the contact. Instead, you want to have a personal introduction. So have them contact the prospect directly via email or call them, and they can use your elevator speech to say, hey, I know so-and-so. I understand you were thinking about selling your home. Would you mind if I had Mary get a hold of you? And so they say, oh, that would be great. Yeah, since you recommend them, then I'll believe it. So people don't, if I tell people, hey, I'm really good, they don't take that near as truthful as when somebody else they know says Dr. Hank is really good. And so you want to become really good. So share your elevator. Ask your referral partner to share your elevator speech with them. And this is a way for you to meet people you don't know through people that you know. So it's easy and they trust you. And then there's accountability. So if they say to you, oh, yes, I know Jose, and he's looking to sell a house, and you then say, oh, great, when can you contact them? And if they say, I can contact them this afternoon, you say, great. Can I call you at 5 o'clock this afternoon to see if it's okay to then call them? And that's when you want to make sure you, of course, have their name and telephone number and call them. And that way they already will trust you. So meet step 13, meet again. I recommend you meet every 2 weeks with your referral partner, and that when you get to, I have right now one person I'm coaching with that has a dozen referral partners, and they close between 4 and 6 homes a month. And why? They don't do any other advertising other than they use referral partners, and they have 12 ideal referral partners that they see every 2 weeks. So we're going to move in. We just have about 10 more minutes here. And so that is the referral partner process. I want to share with you my personal experience on how I literally, in one phone call, made over $1 million. And so I had this is when I was mainly working with corporate. Now my main niche, if you will, is real estate agents, but I was working with corporate. And after I left Procter & Gamble, I had a lot of referral partners that were in business, whether at IBM, Chase, whatever. And so I had very large corporate clients. So I have this one executive from Chase, and he was a real rough, tough guy. He was a Marine previously, and not very friendly, and kind of, rough around the edges. And so I came to him and I said, hey, I'd like to meet with you. And he said, well, okay. And so then I meet with him, and I said, hey, I understand you're very happy with my services, that you invested $100,000 and you have over $1 million of value to the bottom line that I've contributed for you. And he goes, yeah, that's right. And I said, well, what I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to help the people that you know in business and be able to help them to experience the same type of return on investment and help grow their business. And he goes, yeah. And I said, so who I'm looking for is I'm looking for an executive, hopefully a CEO of at least $1 billion business, and that would like to improve their business. Virtually everybody wants to improve their business, so it's kind of a no-brainer. And so I asked him, who do you know? Not if you know, who do you know that would really be good at be a good prospect for me and a good client, and you would be. And he goes, well, I don't know, I know a bunch of people. And I said, well, think about those people and how you could build a deeper, more meaningful relationship with them because you'd give them me. And he goes, yeah, I kind of like that. I guess I would benefit that way, that I could build these relationships and I could be kind of known as the man. And this is, this guy was a macho guy, and so he really wanted to be the man, and his name was Jack, and so Jack wanted to be the man, and so Jack was the man, and was able to, and he said, yeah, and he started huffing his chest and saying, yeah, I know people, and he said, in fact, I know Rich, and he's the CEO of Dime Bank, a $1 billion bank out in the eastern United States, and he goes, yeah, here's his name and number, and call him. And I said, you know what? I'd really rather, I'll take his name and number now, but what I'd rather have you do is, could you contact him and give him a personal introduction and let him know that I guarantee specific measurable results, and I'll guarantee specific measurable results for him. And he said, you know what? Yeah, I'll call him and do that, and that way I can, stay in touch with this guy because he is influential in our industry. So I said, when could you call him? And he said, well, I'll call him Thursday. So he says, so Dr. Hank, you call me at 1600 hours, which is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 1600 hours on Friday. And so I said, okay. So I was holding him accountable without him knowing it. And so I called him at 1600 hours on Friday. And I said, hey, Jack, this is Dr. Hank. And were you able to speak with Rich? He goes, yeah, go ahead, give him a call. So I call Rich's office. And when I call, there's a gatekeeper. And I said, hi, I'd like to talk to Rich. And she responds back to me, yeah, so does everybody else in the world. And I said, no, really, Rich is expecting my call here, and I'd like to speak with Rich. And she goes, well, he's busy. And I said, no, listen, that Jack had called him, talked to him, and that he personally has directed that I get in and speak with him right now. And so she goes, well, just wait. And so she puts me on hold. About a minute later, she gets it back on the phone and she goes, oh, Dr. Hank, let me pass you right through. So she passes me through. And Rich, I've never met him, never talked to him, never knew about this guy, that he picks up the phone and goes, hey, Dr. Hank, how are you? Say, listen, I heard about the great stuff you did with Jack, and here's what I got. I have either the opportunity in New York or in Milwaukee. I have both of them for you, and which one do you want to do first? And since I was brought up in a suburb of Milwaukee and my family was living there, I said, oh, Milwaukee would be great. And he goes, great, here's the contact number, call them and we'll get you Milwaukee, and then we'll do New York for you. And I said, that's great, Jack. Thanks very much. Hang up the phone. And by the time I was done with that, I made $1.2 million net on that one phone call. Now I had to give Jack, he won 10%. And again, you guys can't get 10%, but so Jack made over $100,000 on making one phone call. But that's how magical this works. And you'll see on how great it is on having referral partnerships. So let me review two more slides with you on points that I'd like you to consider, and then write down, again, you could write down on this a page here that, but this is what core training states, is to make 60 calls per week to people you don't know. And again, last week I gave you Cole Realty and Revo Gateway. Those are two ways in order to call, like divorcees, expireds, whatever. Just pick a neighborhood, and you can use Cole Realty, pick a neighborhood, get an address of somebody else's listing, and then you can just start calling all the people in the neighborhood. Another one they state is have 5 lunches, break bread together, and make it about them. So think about, okay, this week. So I want you to think in the next, until next Wednesday, what are you going to do? I want you to magnetize yourself every morning with listings. By reading that and reading it with feeling and writing in thoughts that come to you then. And those thoughts are coming to you directly from your source, from God. So just, write all that in. That I'd like you to make at least 12 calls on Monday and to people that you do know. And those people, by the way, in those calls could become referral partners. So since they're favored people, one easy step would be for you to just call on Monday the 12 people and ask them if for help, and if they'd help you. And when they ask you, well, how do you want help? Say, well, could we meet about that? And then you take them through this process that I just shared. Ask for help, give your goal, and then ask for who they know, and then give a personal introduction. So that's like an easy one on that. But these are other steps here that you could maybe take. And so if you just do those 3 steps that I suggested to you, that I'm telling you, you're going to get listings and you're going to get more business. Other steps: make the 60 calls, have 5 lunches, make it 1 lunch. I don't care, as long as you start the momentum and start getting out there. Attend at least 2 events per week. Again, Core says 2 events. Just start with 1 event per month and just go to something. Go to Meetup, go to Kiwanis, just get involved, and you'll start seeing, as you get involved, amazing thing. Pretty soon you're going to be sitting there and by next week saying, oh my gosh, I have all this activity going. It's just incredible. And that's exactly where I want you to be, is amazed and having miracles just happening to you. And then 10 face-to-faces per week. And so this could be meeting with clients, with prospects, with referral partners, with friends, whoever. Activities to do each weekday. So again, these are recommended by by Core Training. And here's what they say. And I'm going to send you this PowerPoint so that you'll have a copy of all this. But on Monday, call those 12 people. On Tuesday, get status updates, calls from, get back to your referral partners, okay? Get back to the prospects that you are talking to. On Wednesday, call your top 10, your top listing prospects. So you're going to start getting listing prospects, and you want to call them and you want to offer service. Just don't think about making the money and selling them. Think about building that relationship and how you can provide service. Maybe you give them a comparative analysis on how much their home will be when they decide in 6 months to sell it or next week to sell it, whatever the case may be. But be of service to people, and people will then be of service to you. On Thursday, call your top 50 past clients. If you don't have those, then your top 50 people that you met, or top 50 leads that you have. And then on Friday, think about meeting with business people, because companies then have employees that if they have 100 employees, there's 12 prospects sitting in their company that you want to go meet with. Anybody that you'd like to send out maybe a letter from that CEO inviting them to a special on Saturday, a special on how to, buy or sell your home, or how to sell your home or buy your home. And then meet with builders, start getting engaged with builders, start building those relationships. So those are specific activities that I'd like you this week to meet with at least 2 ideal referral partners, select at least 2 more steps to more listings, including on Monday making those 12 calls. And again, I would just make those 12 calls since they're your favorite people, ask for a referral partner meeting with them. And then next week, come back next Wednesday, 10:30 to 11:30, and I'm going to share with you the 9 realtor laws, some more scripts and resources for listing leads, and then your next steps to the listings that you want. So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please let me know. That if I can help you in any way, that please contact me. And if you want to be coached and go to the whole next level, that I'm here to serve you. And I thank you so much. Talk to you next Wednesday at 10:30. All the best. God bless. Bye-bye.